I got some more loose grout in here, but before I start scraping, I want to tap on here because these are really small tiles. This one here feels loose already. That one, and that one, and even that one. So there's only so much I can do here. I mean, I want to try to clean this out, but I don't want to start banging on it. I didn't sign up to start replacing tiles. Okay? But if I can clean this out just a bit, once I pack that in with some new grout, and once the grout dries, that'll help hold these loose ones in there. So use whatever you have. You know, I'm using the putty knife here. And you can use the screwdriver. See, that seemed kind of tight, but with the screwdriver I got a little bit more control in one small little area. There, now I can fill that up. And take the nail set in there. That kind of cleans up the outside edge a little. So, whatever you got, see if it'll help you with getting some of this stuff out. Okay? Alright. I'm just going to keep working at it. Whenever I see something loose, up to a certain point, you're going to have to make that determination when you check your shower out. I mean, this shower is probably, I don't know, 30 years old or older. So I'm just trying to do a few repairs to kind of blend it in with the existing. Did you see that? Look at that. Uh-oh. Now we've done it. This whole tile's loose, look. Ah. Okay, well, I'll show you how to fix that. What we're gonna do with that is now I'm gonna have to clean that. And then when I put the grout on, I'm gonna put some extra grout in there and I'm gonna sandwich that right down in there. Okay, so I gotta be really super careful with this piece of tile. I don't wanna break it because I don't have any tile replacements. Alright, so that's going to fit back in there after I clean this out. Now I can get that loose bit there. Look at that. Now that came out, this one's loose. Ah. Boy, you're getting your money's worth now. Now you get to see how I fix those. In fact, I might use something different to get that out. Okay, so I can clean that out. Well, alright. See how my intentions were only to do the grout. Now look at this. I got a nice little project on my hands. I'm not going to do anything with those. Okay, now I can take those and they're going to fit right back in there when I get done. Okay, so be careful with those. Now if you'll notice, this one here is missing. I don't have any tiles for that. So I could use one of those tiles maybe, but I think I want to put those two back. What I'm going to do with this over here, I don't have any extra tiles anywhere. So I'm just going to fill that up with grout when I get ready. Okay, so keep cleaning. We're going to check out some other spots. Okay, these tiles have a little bit of grout. These two little pieces I took out. So I'm going to see if I can flake that off without breaking this. I have my sheetrock knife here. Sharp blade there. I'm just going to try to peel that off. There we go. Real careful with those buggers. And this one's a little bit harder. It's not wanting to come off. Not sure if I'm going to be able to get this off or not. I mean, if you can't get it off, you don't want to start on it too much and then find out you break it. Okay, so you may have to make a decision. You may have to leave that little bit on there. Or if you do try to work on it, a little bit at a time. Little bit, little bit, little bit. Guess I want to be careful not to cut my rubber gloves too. You can put some different gloves on for that, but I don't think I'm going to get that piece. Okay, just be careful with your tiles. Okay. Okay, just one little tip. Here's that piece that I couldn't get that off. I've got my sharp blade on here. You can't get that off. You want to try to at least get the edge off the back at a 45-degree angle. And you should be able to get some of it off. Okay, and then on the front edge, try to get some off at a 45-degree angle, if at all. Okay? That way when you put it back, there's just enough there so that once I have that glued back in there, I'll have enough grout edge available to fit behind there and on top of there and to bond that right on in. Okay, so try that. Okay, here's the piece that I'm going to grout in there, but I just wanted to show you, sometimes it can't be helped. This one got loose too, and so did the next one, so I'm going to have to pull those out. Now I'm going to have 4 pieces I got to glue back in there. That's alright, I can show you how to do that. Usually if you got a little edge like this, and if this tile is really super old and you got some loose grout on there, be as careful as you can. But if it's going to come out, don't try to just look the other way and think, oh, I'm not going to worry about it. Because that's a difference between you and the next person. You want to do a good job. Okay? Yeah, that's going to take me a little bit longer to put that in. But, you know, when it gets done, it's going to be done right. So, I'm hoping these are okay, and I think they are. There's just some loose grout in there. I don't really want to pull everything up, you know, but at least I'm going to check it just a little bit and see if I can just put a little grout. See, there's a couple places that missing grout, that if I replace the missing grout, that'll help bond all this back in there. And at least it'll keep it in there no worse than anywhere else in this little shower. How big is this shower? That's right, if you were listening. 2.5 feet wide by 4 feet long. That's it. But hey, gotta use a shower. Might as well be thankful for what you got, right? Okay, so that's pretty good there. I don't think I'm going to go much more than that. In these areas here, I'm just going to kind of clean it back a little bit and get any other excess pieces out. Being very careful with this bottom ledge. I don't want to start lifting those out. Then I'm going to have a bigger problem. I could glue those back in, but like I say, this is just a patch, so that's what we're looking for.